Here, y'all, I got answered when I saw this.
Ye needs help.
Like I just said before the video started, everybody knows Kanye needs help, and you on the slow train for that one.
And I love Ye's music, I
don't know that to me.
And I think he needs help.
I'm not gonna get that specific, but you know, it's unfortunate because it's so much of my life as well. Look at the reputational hits I face.
I love Ye. You know, he's done so much. He's made so much music, and he's done so much for so many people. He needs to
Let me know who.
go get help. Seriously, bro.
What's poppin'? Things just keep getting messier for Sneako.
I don't give a darn about no Kanye West. I really don't give a darn about him.
Kanye. After finally getting close to Kanye and even stepping in as a creative director, it's wild to remember he had already been let go from that Kanye 24 campaign before all this. Back in 2022, that whole situation was already shaky. And now it feels like everything is circling back in a louder way. A couple months ago, Sneako tried to drop a documentary about the time he spent in Spain, though people were confused about the exact location. Some said an island, others said the south side. Then a Kanye fan page posted that Sneako was about to release a documentary covering events from May 2025 to February 2026, and that instantly got people talking. At the same time, people kept pointing out that Kanye had already taken responsibility and apologized for what happened during that chaotic period, and that those moments don't reflect who he is now. But right after Sneako dropped the video, it suddenly went private almost immediately, and that only made things look even more suspicious. Then Milo, who was leading the Kanye 24 campaign and working closely with Kanye, stepped in and asked, "Did you talk to Kanye about this?" And Sneako responded, "I took it down. All the footage in this has already been released." That response didn't calm anything down. It actually made people question things even more. Fans kept pressing him like, "Yo, why'd you take this down?" And Sneako finally started explaining his side during a stream, trying to clear up what really happened behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I'll say, it wasn't Milo, it wasn't easy. I talked, I'm not gonna get that specific, but, you know, it's unfortunate because it's so much of my life as well. Look at the reputational hits I face. I just want to post videos, bro. No, it's not Jewish lawyers or anything. I've said, like, hey, I'm not here. I don't want to jeopardize anybody. I'm not doing it because of pressure. I'm doing it out of respect because I love, love the guy. He's a friend, greatest artist.
What do you love besides yourself?
Super huge, major inspiration, and I would never do anything intentionally to jeopardize, and that's not
Sneako, what do you love besides yourself? Let me know.
my goal. So that's all I'll say.
Keep this in mind. All of this went down on February 8th, just a couple weeks after that major situation people were calling the Club O-Cost moment. And this was after Kanye had already stepped up, apologized publicly, and tried to clean things up. He even dropped a full apology addressing everything head on, making it clear he was trying to move forward on. Top of that, you have billionaire Bill Ackman backing the apology. Yeah, the same guy who was making noise during those protests about the war and was pushing hard at places like Harvard. When someone like that co-signs your apology, it shows there was a serious shift happening behind the scenes. Kanye was clearly in transition mode at this point. He had just wrapped a big show in Mexico City and was gearing up for what's next. He was lining up major performances in Los Angeles, 2 huge shows, his first in the US in about 4 or 5 years, which is a big deal no matter how you look at it. So when Sneako dropped that documentary right in the middle of all this, the timing felt completely off, and people instantly started questioning what he was trying to do. For sure, if you look at it from Kanye's perspective, you can kind of see the angle, but at the same time, it raises a real question. This is someone who was right there with you, taking hits, standing in the middle of everything while the
The recorder over there, because the recorder be over here, trying to hear me trying to eat something. You want to pick up? AI be watching us, y'all. AI's watching us.
Backlash was going crazy. Sneako was in that blast zone, catching all the heat, even after Kanye managed to move past it and shift direction. So
Kanye moves fast through the winds. He want to get out of trouble.
Dropping a documentary about something he actually lived through. Why ask him to pull it back when he was part of that whole situation? That's where things started to feel off.
He posted at 11:04 in the morning. I was at work.
A lot of people watching. Sneako ended up addressing it directly and said, "I chose to scrap my documentary out of respect. The film covered pivotal years of my life.
February 8th, 2026, which is kind of a little late. It's like, that's like 3 months ago now.
Adjacent to my
Happy
friend,
April 30th,
today
y'all.
is on another path. And yeah, he called him his friend, which some people weren't fully buying. He kept going and made it clear, no, my hand wasn't forced. No, I did not get the call. No, I am not sorry." Now, when he says he's not sorry, he's not talking about the
Who this
documentary.
random fat guy that
He's
keeps
talking
showing?
about
I'm
that
sorry to
whole
be mean, but who they
situation
keep
with the
showing
song
him? The guy, he
being
keeps
played.
showing up.
He claims he didn't even play it at the club. saying others pointed the finger at him and blamed him for it happening in the car. At the end of the day, some people don't even care who played the song or where it happened. That part almost feels secondary now. But what really stands out is this. Despite saying he didn't get a call, he actually did get contacted by Milo while he was live on stream. And that changes how this whole situation looks.
Oh, Milo's calling me. Hey, Milo, I'm on stream.
Oh, okay. Which one later?
If you want it, I mean, it could also be, depends what you want.
I very much don't want to have a conversation broadcast to the world, but I appreciate the offer. I will chat to you when you can.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Everything's fine from your end and my end?
Yeah, all right. God bless you.
All right, God bless. All right. Man, good. What happened to Elijah Schaefer? Woo! That, you do not want to f around with Milo. You do not want to f around with Milo. Holy moly, that guy is, relentless is definitely one word to use for him. He's a relentless person.
So all of this goes down and you think, okay, situation handled, documentary is gone, no more issues, right? Not exactly, because there's way more behind the scenes that people don't talk about. Sneako didn't just casually film that project. He put real time and money into it. He spent 5 full weeks out there with Kanye, away from everything, and he wasn't getting paid for it either.
Y'all rain again. I want to show y'all the rain again. Chrissy's no best is on, but ain't no 4 episode today. It rained like 3 times, like this, like the 3rd time, 4th time it rained. I want to show y'all the rain here. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all the rain here. Cause sky, it is raining. If I could show y'all better, if I can show y'all a little better than that. Oh, you move the screen out the way. Y'all can see the rain from here. See that rain coming down? It rained earlier too. It rained like early this morning, earlier. Again before that, a little after that. Well, thunder coming. Thunder now. Put this over here. Yeah, it rained.
Yeah, he was still streaming and getting some traction from that. But overall, he was taking a financial hit.
Of course, this fan gotta fall. Of course. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the video, y'all. I want to show y'all the rain right now. Get to the video.
Just to be there and be part of that moment. And it wasn't just about money. His reputation took a hit too, especially since this all happened during a very specific phase of his career. At the start of last year, he was pushing something called Project X, where he was trying to rebuild his image and clean
Project
up how
X?
people saw
What
him.
kind of project
he was
is
dropping
that?
creative content every single day, daily vlogs on X, putting in real effort to show people he had moved away from all the extreme stuff. That strategy was actually working. It helped shift public opinion and played a role in him getting unbanned from YouTube. People were starting to look at him differently again, seeing growth and consistency instead of controversy. It was a clear turning point, but then everything flipped again the moment Kanye came back into the picture. Sneako links up with him, starts spending time around him, and suddenly things go all the way up in intensity again. Kanye starts making headlines, pushing things to the extreme, dropping that double H song, and taking everything to another level entirely. So just like that, Sneako goes from rebuilding his image to being right back in the
Hang on, let's skip this ad. This ad will not go away. Ads only let it show up when you want them to show up.
middle of chaos, and people couldn't ignore how fast that shift happened. So looking at it from this angle, it really feels like Kanye didn't fully consider Sneako's position at the time. You could argue, yeah, Kanye brought him into that space, gave him the opportunity. But at the same time, Sneako probably should have stepped back and thought, is this really the right move right now? Still, in that moment, he clearly believed it was worth it, and that decision ended up shaping everything.
I'm probably spelling your name wrong. Oh,
you
my
can
bad.
even compare it to someone like Dave Blunt's, who also worked with Kanye for a bit, but eventually chose to fall back and create distance. He wasn't out there in Spain fully locked into that environment. He kept it more limited while staying in LA, which might have helped him avoid getting pulled too deep into the chaos. Then you've got Aiden Ross, who took a completely different route. He was invited to link up with Kanye for a stream or interview and straight up turned it down. Not only that, he went as far as saying Kanye should be placed in an asylum, even calling for a Baker Act situation back in 2025.
No, I don't know if Kanye takes medicine. I don't know.
Right in the middle of all this madness, that context matters a lot. Because
So
while
we
some
gonna
people
Kanye West
leaned
need to
in,
be for what?
others
I
backed
don't know
off
what I'm curious
hard,
about.
and those choices
Please
ended
let
up
me
making a
know.
huge difference in how everything played out.
Ye needs help.
Don't do that,
and
yeah.
I love Ye's music, and I've loved him for such a long time.
Aren't you beefing with Doshi? So how you gonna say you love this person but you beefing with that person?
Going through, I think that somebody that's not a yes man needs to legit Baker act him or whatever it's called, where you submit somebody to like a mental check, mental place to get right, because he's not healthy. He's not all the way there.
Yeah, he been like that.
I love Ye. You know, he's done so much. He's made so much music, and he's done so much for so many people. He needs to go. He needs to go get help. Seriously, bro.
Now this is where things start to feel a little unsettling, because those texts between Harley Pasternak and Kanye had people looking at the situation very differently. Harley is labeled as a personal trainer, but a lot of people
Hang on. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I was like out of it for a bit.
start to feel a little
Not out
unsettling,
of it.
because those texts between Harley Pasternak and Kanye had people looking at the situation very differently.
How
Harley
different?
is labeled as a personal trainer, but a lot of people were side-eyeing that title
Conversation. Kanye know how to talk to somebody. You gotta make sure Kanye is right before you talk to
hard.
somebody.
When you look at who he's worked with and his background, it starts to feel like there's more going on than just fitness coaching. People were saying, nah, this looks more like a handler situation. And whether you
Well,
agree or
Hollywood
not,
handlers,
you can
I heard
at
about
least
them
see
back
why
then.
that
Hollywood
idea comes up.
handlers.
At that level of fame,
They be
it's
doing
not
stuff,
exactly
apparently.
shocking that public figures have people managing their day-to-day lives, especially when things get overwhelming. Because let's be real, the kind of pressure that comes with that level of fame can seriously affect anyone. The constant spotlight, criticism, expectations, it's not something most people are built to handle long term. You see examples all over the industry, and it raises real questions about how people cope when everything is turned up to the max. But what really made this situation stand out were the messages themselves. The tone came off aggressive, with statements like,
way video
if you don't
game.
stop moving the way you're moving, we're gonna pull up on you, put you on a bunch of drugs and make you disappear. That wording alone had people shocked and debating what it actually meant. Some took it as a warning about getting control of the situation. Others saw it as crossing a serious line, depending on how you
Get a piece of hair off my phone, y'all. There's a compilation of me saying. Can we make a compilation of me saying get a piece of hair off my phone, y'all? Because I said it so many times.
interpret it. Either way, it added another layer
Who is
of
that
tension
guy?
to everything that was already happening. And here's where it connects back. Because during all of this, Kanye is preparing for 2 major shows in Los Angeles. Huge moments for his return. And somehow, Aiden Ross ends up getting invited into that circle, which made people raise even more eyebrows about how everything was unfolding.
I got clearance from someone on Ye's team, I'm not gonna say who, that I'm allowed to stream it. I'm allowed to pull up with a backpack and stream it. I can't.
Of course you are. Get back to the video now. I just got a new subscriber.
I got clearance from someone on Ye's team, I'm not gonna say who, that I'm allowed to stream
I
it.
don't
I'm
care
allowed to
who
pull up
you
with a
talk
backpack
to
and
on his
stream
team,
it.
I really don't give a darn.
I'm not gonna name drop or anything like that, but I got clearance. So, yes. Now, I would want Sneako to be there with me, obviously.
You like potato chips
if he wants to
all
come
day,
fight
Aiden. I'm
Sneako.
not gonna lie.
Any real
Just play
Ye
video games
fans,
for no
all the
reason.
Ye fans gotta link up and just do this together.
No,
But I heard he's doing like 3
I
nights
would
in a
not
row.
do all that.
No, boo, don't do it. Look at you. It's Nick Fuentes. Neon can't even name 5 Ye albums. No. If you can't name 5 Ye albums, then no, you cannot come. If you can't name 7 Ye albums, you can't come. Hey, yo, no, I'm not
Are you just riding on Kanye West fame train? Because that's supposed to look like Aiden.
doing that, bro. Yo, you gotta be a real Ye fan to pull up and be on the stream.
So now you got
Wow,
Aiden Ross
you
coming
can
out
just
saying,
show up to be
yeah,
famous?
Kanye's team actually reached out to him and
That's
told him
not
he
greedy,
could stream
bro.
the show. And right away, he's thinking out loud like, yo, who should I bring with me? That's when he brings up Sneako himself, straight from his own mouth. He's like, I want to bring Sneako, which says a lot about how he was moving in that moment. Out of everyone he could have picked, that's the first name that came to mind, mainly because he knows how big of a Kanye fan Sneako is and how much all of this actually meant to him. But here's where it takes a turn, because you'd expect that to line up perfectly, right? You'd think Sneako would get that invite without any issue, except that didn't happen at all. Not only did Sneako not get invited, but when Aiden actually asked about bringing him along, the response he got back completely shut that idea down.
What
And that's
happened?
where things started to look even more strange.
Pulling up for Kanye. Yeah, I mean, I want to. I won't lie though, someone from Kanye's team saw that, like I said, I was gonna come and bring Sneako, and they got really mad. So if I can't stream it, I'm not going. It's just like that simple. So yeah, straight up. What happened? There were multiple complaints when I said that I'm coming and I'm bringing Sneako, so I'm probably not gonna go. First of all, like, if I can't stream it, I'm not gonna go. I just won't go. So yeah, we'll see. Lies, I swear to God, why would I lie to you about that? Topics sending your invite to friends? Yeah, I mean, I can see why you could say that. I mean, or how it would be weird. But at the same time, bro, like, I don't know.
Damn, so after all that, after pulling back the documentary and choosing not to release something that was really about his own experience, not even fully centered on Kanye, this is how it plays out. That's what has people looking at the situation sideways. Sneako basically said, I'm gonna take the hit. And he did exactly that. He took the reputation impact, stepped back from dropping the content, and tried to move in a way that showed respect. The situation with the song, that's on him, no doubt. That part is separate, even if it connects back to something Kanye released. But even after making that move, he still ends up getting shut out completely. When it came time for the concert, he's not just overlooked. He's actively blocked from even being there. And when Aiden tried to bring him along, the response was clear. Nah, you're not allowed to have that guy, which made everything feel even colder. So now people are asking, what exactly did that loyalty get him? Because from the outside, it looks like a one-way situation, and not in his favor. And it doesn't stop there. Because while talking with academics about the upcoming Bully album that's supposed to drop, there was already skepticism in the air. Some people aren't even believing it's real until they're actually hearing it themselves. And academics didn't hold back either. He gave Sneako a pretty direct reality check about how all of this works.
Because we debuted that infamous song. It was us together. It was me and you debuting that track on our streams. It's been it's less than a year, although it feels like a long time ago. How have you reflected on that? And what is the legacy? What's Ye's legacy now?
His legacy is amazing still.
Absolutely.
You know, I warn people. I say, Ye's somebody you should don't listen to him in terms of don't do as he does. He's a one of one. You'll never be Ye. Put it like this: Ye has done and said the most extreme and things that people have labeled him an anti-Semite, right? You playing that song will affect you more than after he redeems himself and switches the
Also,
topic of the
I'm
conversation.
zoning out every time
He'll be
people talk.
good.
I really am. And
There's
just more
certain people in
toes.
life that are so good, they'll always get another chance.
I really
Even
zoned out. I
academics
really
said it
did.
himself.
I'm hearing
Yeah,
it.
he worked
I
with
zoned
Kanye,
out too at
did
the same
interviews,
time.
Even helped premiere a song, but he
So
never
he defended
moved like
Kanye
he
West.
was
Okay,
fully tied to him.
I'm trying to figure
He always
out,
kept that separation clear, making it known
how to make
those are Kanye's
cupcakes
views,
and not eat
not
the
his.
floor.
He stayed in his own lane the whole time. Sneako, on the other hand, was right there next to him through everything, standing close, backing him up, moving like his right-hand man in the middle of all the chaos. And that difference right there is
Island
exactly
boys,
why
leave me
things
alone.
hit differently for both of them. Academics straight up told him, what you did
You know
is going
Chris
to
Gerald
hurt
one
you
time?
way
Yeah.
more than it hurts Kanye. And that's exactly what's playing out right now in real time. The fallout didn't land the same, not even close. And when you look at it now, you have to ask the obvious question. Did Sneako actually get anything back for that level of loyalty? The answer people keep coming back to
Who
is
would this
simple.
random dude
No,
keep showing?
not at
Like,
all.
there's some
This
meme
isn't
on the
even
line
coming
or
from a place
something?
of hate either. Because even people who
They keep
respect
showing.
Kanye's
Fame,
work
who
are
is this
saying
random
the
dude
same
keep showing?
thing. I've said it before too. Kanye is one of my favorite artists, easily up there.
I don't got favorite artists
especially
right now.
when you talk about influence and impact. If we're talking strictly rap, that's a different conversation. But as an overall artist, he's up there. But at the same time,
I'm gonna put this recorder over here.
that doesn't mean ignoring the way he moves. You can respect the art and still call out the behavior. A lot of people see him as someone who moves in his own interest first, someone with a larger-than-life personality that can come off intense. And that's part of what makes him so impactful, for better or worse. But for Sneako, it seems
Tyler
like he's
Perry
looking
show
at it from
call
a
that,
different
I
angle.
think. I don't know.
Like, that's the homie,
Do you
that's my
think
friend, this is
Sneako
loyalty.
saw
He
this
even used the
coming? I
word
don't know.
friend, and that's what makes this hit harder. Because people are now asking, is this really how a friend moves? You won't even let someone like Aiden Ross bring him along to a show? And it gets even more wild when you look at how things shifted. At one
I
point,
don't think
Sneako is right
Kanye
there.
really liked the
premiering
idea of YouTube, and I don't think he likes it. I don't know.
the song for Kanye,
I don't
involved
know.
in the
I don't
process,
know.
close to everything happening.
no.
Fast forward, now he's
Some
on
of
the
these oldies.
outside calling academics like, yo, you got any info on this? Is the album dropping? Is there AI on it? What's going on? That's a complete switch in position. What makes it even more noticeable is that he was around people like Digital Nas, actually inside that environment while things were being created. And now he's searching for
Yeah, it
answers,
shows Aiden's
just
weird
like
face.
everybody else on the outside looking in. That contrast is hard to ignore. And that's the reality of how loyalty can play out in situations like this. Because when you're dealing with someone like Kanye, the rules are different. He can bounce back from almost anything. His position is just on another level entirely. But the truth is simple. Not everyone is Kanye. You're not Kanye. I'm not Kanye. Most artists aren't Kanye. And that matters when you're making decisions like this. That's why someone like Dave Blunt's pulling back looks smarter in hindsight. He created distance at the right time, didn't overattach himself to the situation, and kept things moving. He didn't go out of his way to speak on Kanye either. It only came up when he was asked in interviews. And now, he's still in a stable spot. Maybe not at the peak of his first breakout moment, but that's normal. Nobody stays at that exact peak forever. And he avoided getting dragged into something that could have been way worse. That first moment when someone blows up, that's always different. There's a novelty to it. People are curious. Everything feels new. And that alone creates a ton of buzz and attention. After that, it's all about maintaining and growing, which is a completely different challenge.
So there's a Sneako and Kanye West beef drama going on, whatever, or just something going on that, I don't
Look at someone like Mario
y'all.
Judah. People were asking, what even happened to him? But he's still out here dropping music that's actually performing
I
well.
Said, who let me
he took a long break
you?
and could be more consistent, but that's a separate conversation. The point is, falling off the radar doesn't always mean it's over. Now bring it back to this situation because this is where it feels off. Sneako was right there during the toughest moments, standing next to Kanye while everything was going crazy.
Really?
Meanwhile, Aiden Ross wasn't supporting him like that at all. He was openly critical and even saying Kanye should be hospitalized. But somehow Aiden ends up getting the red carpet treatment, invited in, given access, all of that. And Sneako, the one who stayed close through the chaos, gets pushed all the way out. The way people are describing it is like, we don't want this guy anywhere near us, not even close. Keep him across the country, keep him out of sight. Don't let him near the events.
But in general, the one that does support you and had your back, you would want them close because you add your friend group, not the one that say they like they are a fan of yours, but they have not been liking your stuff lately or been backing you up lately. So you want the persons like if you're close, when you're close friends with, like on your side, than the one that's not really close with you. Yeah.
And that's a harsh position to be in after everything. At the same time, though, there's another angle some people are considering. Maybe it's not completely personal. Maybe Kanye still has some level of respect there, but sees Sneako as too controversial to be around publicly right now, especially if he's trying to rebuild his image and stay focused on public relations moves. Because even with all that distance, Sneako still managed to get some exclusives tied to the bully release party stream, which shows the situation might not be fully closed off like it seems on the surface.
Back one more time. This is King off of Bully. Come on, stop.
It's not a dark outside.
The time. Nice. I don't want to play too much. Woo! You just saw a Love Speech exclusive. Shout out yay.
So when you really step back and look at everything, this whole situation turns into a lesson more than anything else. Loyalty sounds good. It feels right in the moment. But when it's not matched on the other side, it can leave you in a bad spot fast. Sneako moved like someone who believed he was part of something real. Not just business, not just content, but an actual connection. That's why he made certain choices, taking hits, staying close, and passing up opportunities that might have helped him more in the long run.
I'm back. Hang on, back I sure am.
Believed he was part of something real. Not just business, not just content, but an actual connection. That's why he made certain choices, taking hits, staying close, and passing up opportunities that might have helped him more in the long run.
Is that DJ Academics guy I just mentioned or something? You mentioned whatever, Academics, whatever. Oh, what is this? Is this a DJ or whatever? Who's this? Why do these ads keep bothering me for? Like this TV don't know everyone to stop making having ads come up.
But what we're seeing now is how quickly roles can change. 1 minute you're inside the circle, next minute you're on the outside trying to figure out what even happened.
You outside, you're not
doing. And the people who kept their distance end up in better positions, which is the part that really stands out. It doesn't even have to mean there's bad intentions behind it. Sometimes it's just how certain people operate. They move based on what benefits them in the moment, especially at that level. And if there's anything to take from this, it's simple. You have to move smart and protect your own position first because not everyone is going to move with the same loyalty you bring to the table. So yeah, it's cool to see that Kanye, or at least someone on his team, is still keeping things somewhat solid with Sneako behind the scenes. But let's not ignore the obvious here. He's still not showing up to the shows. And that's what people are really questioning. Is this just temporary? Are they waiting for things to cool off before bringing him back around? Or is this the new normal where everything stays low-key and distant? Because it doesn't...
Does Kanye take medicine right now? Please comment below if he takes medicine. Actually, let me look this up real quick. Yeah, I don't know anything about him taking any medicine. Let me see. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so he's doing something. Let's go. I'm back, y'all.
Doesn't fully add up when you remember Sneako was right there during some of the wildest moments. Standing close.
When did Sneako meet Kanye West? Somebody let me know. Comment below, please. Island Boys, I need y'all to go. No, leave it right there.
While everything was unfolding in real time. Now it's like, maybe he's getting a few things sent his way privately, but publicly, it's a completely different story. And people are noticing that gap more and more. But let me know what you think about all this in the comments.
So,
because this situation is definitely not as simple as it looks. Make sure you like, subscribe.
So, sound like Sneako's getting just like Kanye West. That's what it sound like.
There, and hit the notification bell if you want to stay locked in for all the latest drama. And I'll catch you on the next one.
We'll catch you on the next one. See ya. Bye-bye.